All right, folks, we got some good stuff for you. If you like diecast cars, if you like stock cars, if you like racing champions, especially if you are a fan of Bobby Hamilton, you're going to like this one right here. This is the number 43, the 1996 edition. This is 25th anniversary version of the Bobby Hamilton number 43 car, STP logo. It's a great piece right here, designed specifically to celebrate 25th anniversary here. And unlike a lot of their cards, which come with a little nice collector's card, I want to point out it does have that opening hood, which is pretty neat. But unlike a lot of them that just have that, this has this nice heavy medallion. At first I thought it was perhaps a belt buckle, but no, it's just a nice medallion. And I think it's designed specifically to sit in this collector's stand. You know, you display that, you set it on your shelf, your desk, wherever it is that you keep your diecast collection. I think it's designed specifically for that. I don't think it serves any other function, but man, oh man, it's a nice one. So, big fan of Bobby Hamilton. This is the one for you. I'm going to walk you through. You can see exactly what the car looks like right there. Try to keep it from glaring too much. As you can see, that stand. I'll try to give you a feel for what that medallion is. It's nice and heavy. It has a really good heft to it, a nice weight. I'm going to show you the card has a little bit of waviness to it. Light warp the card. That's normal for a figure of this age. It's about 25 years old. Don't really see any damage to it other than your typical shelf wear. Maybe a little ding right there. I don't really see any creasing, anything like that. The bubble itself, starting to show just the beginning signs, a little bit of yellowing here. You can see it a little less on the bottom and more here. Usually we have you look right there so you can see down to this white space. This, it's a little bit more on the top. So there is some yellowing on that card, but none of that matters because you crack this open and you put that. Or that's how it displays on your shelf if you do decide to keep it in its packaging. Either way, it's fine. You can see the back of the card as well. So overall, just typical shelfware of a 25-year-old piece like this. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other ones. We'll put the size marker in there as well, just for the catalog photos. You can see all the other items that we've got for you in this upcoming auction. A lot of goodies for you. You can leave your pre-bids right now, or you can join us at the live event. Either way, great opportunity to get your hands on a fairly rare piece, the 1996 25th anniversary Bobby Hamilton STP number 43. All right, here's another great piece for you. Coming up live at our next auction. This is 96. This is a 1996 STP Bobby Hamilton. This is in the green color, and it comes with a stand. It comes with this heavy metal medallion, or what are they calling it? An emblem. I'm going to put the size marker in as we get some photos for the catalog. You can always check that catalog out at TheBigToyAuction.com. I'll flip it on the back side so you can see that as well, and we'll get some photos of that for the catalog. There you go. And then I'll take you through a little closer. You can leave your pre-bids on that catalog right now. You can read the description, and you can ask us any questions that you might have. Check that out. That is a darkish blue, kind of green color. That nice metallic emblem. Let's get that. There we go. And that's a nice heavy. A lot of them have the collector's card, but this has this nice heavy metal piece here. Engraved. It's almost like a challenge coin. The way it feels and the way it's got a nice heft to it. So if you're a big Bobby Hamilton fan, this might be the piece for you. I want to point out, this is probably the best angle to do it. This card has, not the card, the bubble has yellowed. You see how much yellowing there is there? So just be aware of that. I think that's the best angle to do it. Usually we do it like this, but that doesn't show as well, does it? You don't quite get the effect. So I want you to know everything there is to know about this. And that's why right there, I think that's the best way to do it. That's going to give you the best feel for how much yellowing there is on that card. So if you don't like that, be aware of it now. The rest of the card looks pretty good. Typical shelfware, minor. See right there how it's got some minor warping. But if you're buying it for the car inside, and you should, because that's really what matters here, take this, get rid of it, and display that. It comes with its own display base. It comes with that heavy metal emblem, and it comes with the beautiful car. It's kind of a a bluish green, probably closer to a blue. The yellowing in the car makes it tougher to see, but it's a harder one to find. But now you know where it's at. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com, place your bids now, or join us live on race day as we sell this and a ton of other items that you're really going to want. Either way, we look forward to seeing you at the auction. Next up on the block here from Winner Circle. This was a Kenner product back in the day. This was Kenner making the move into some diecast collectibles. They would have, by 1998, this was some of the very last product with a Kenner name. By that point, it had already been bought first by Tonka and then by Hasbro. So now it was a Hasbro product in disguise as a Kenner product. And so they started to use some of the Hasbro as well as Kenner products in there. There's the 50th anniversary of NASCAR. And this is a Small Soldiers, if anybody remembers that movie, and very, very brief toy line that went with it. We've sold some of those items in the past. We might even have some more coming up if I remember right. But this is the Penske. I'm sorry, this is not the Penske. This is 1998 DreamWorks Small Soldiers Pontiac Grand Prix, driven by Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte. The number 18 car. So let's take a look at it. You're going to get the car. You're going to get this collectible card, and it all comes on its card. Let's see if there's any damage. I don't see any major flaws with this card. A little scuffing, maybe a little nick right there. That's about it. It's your typical shelf wear, and we'll show you the back as well. See how the light shines off of it? That's going to be your key as to seeing any of the flaws as the light jumps into those nooks and crannies. I don't see it. And you know what? This is pretty nice right here. I really like this. It's not the first collectible to do it. It's not the only collectible to do it, and it certainly won't be the last. But I like this, the fact that they knew their audience. They know that you want to head out to the track, bring something that your favorite driver can sign for you. Why not make it this toy on the card and you get it signed right there? I really like that. That's just a tiny little thing. You use some of the white space to do it. But overall, pretty nice piece. So if you're a fan of any of these things, Kenner, NASCAR, Small Soldiers, guys wearing hats, Bobby Labonte, the number 18. If you love any of those things, by the way, we'll throw in a size marker so you get a chance to see. It's about 1/64 scale. We like to put that in for the photos and the catalog. Then you can head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com, leave your bids on this, and join us live on auction day. Either way, you're not going to be the one that lets this get away. This is a great piece, harder to find, a little bit more interesting for your NASCAR collection. All right, here we go. This is a neat piece right here. It's the 1997 G.I. Joe Ford Thunderbird to promote G.I. Joe line, driven by Kenny Irwin, number 27, and this is by Winner Circle. So the interesting thing is 1/64 scale. Let's get the size marker there just so you can see that. And we like to have those for the photos and the catalog as well. We'll put that in the catalog. We'll move it off to the side. We'll flip it on over. This is a Kenner product. So one, Kenner is not really known for their diecast collectibles. That's more of a Mattel type thing. Two, it's Kenner promoting a G.I. Joe product. That's a direct rival to their own products. They were producing Star Wars, and here comes along Kenner fighting them in that exact same space in the 3 3/4 inch. If you ever get a chance to listen to some of the stories by the product manager for Hasbro at that time, Kirk Bazigian, he tells some interesting stories about the merger between Kenner and Hasbro and how the Kenner folks did not really care. They had been sworn enemies, as it were, of the... and if any of you Kenner folks are out there, want to back this up, it sounds like there was a friendly rivalry, perhaps not so friendly rivalry, between the Star Wars team and the G.I. Joe teams that they were later forced to work with. So this was got to be kind of a kick in the teeth there for the folks at Kenner to slap that label on a G.I. Joe product. Anyway, enough of that little history. I just thought that was kind of interesting when I saw this. You're not going to see too many products that have Kenner on a G.I. Joe related or branded product. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. We've also got here a little bit of a ding in the corner, but otherwise real nice. Did I show you that car yet? Let's check out the car itself. Get it to focus. There we go. So the nice 27. You got all the advertisement on there. G.I. Joe. And let me just check up myself real quick. Nope. Sometimes you get a Winston logo on there, and that would make it doubly collectible in that you sometimes have the Winston, a cigarette brand, on a G.I. Joe product. That is crazy talk right there, but it doesn't appear to be the case here. Either way, these are some nice pieces. I'll flip it over on the back. You can see all of that as well. A little waviness to the card, but otherwise, pretty fantastic piece. Just your typical shelfware. It's a 23-year-old car. It's made it this far in this condition. It's probably in better shape than I was at 23. So you can go over to TheBigToyAuction.com right now, check out the photos of this and all the other items that we've got. You can leave your pre-bids, and you can join us live on auction day. Either way, we want to see you get this into your collection. This is the 1997 G.I. Joe Ford Thunderbird, driven by Kenny Irwin, from the good folks at Kenner and Winter Circle. Here we go! Next up on the block, the Stock Car Series, Winter Circle by Kenner. This is the Elvis edition, part of their Elvis collection. I haven't seen too many in 1/64th scale. We've seen some in 1/24th, I think, or maybe it was 1/32nd, but I think a 1/24th scale. We've sold a bunch of those before. So we don't see these quite as often in this scale. It is driven by Rusty Wallace. Huge fan of Rusty Wallace. Most folks are. We'll show the size marker right there, so you see the 1/64th scale. But we know we've got tons of fans of Rusty Wallace out there. This is the number 2 car. It's the Penske Elvis Taurus, and I'll show you right up in the camera. Let's take a look at it. You got that Elvis artwork on the front. What's that on the side there? It's hard to resolve in the camera. Some of the advertisements, the decals, the logos, and the sponsors. And then the Viva Las Vegas on the back. We'll pan out so you can see that collectible card featuring Rusty Wallace right there, and the Elvis logo. So a lot of money went into this. All those licenses. You get the NASCAR license. You got to license out Elvis. Rusty Wallace owns some of his own rights, as well as the NASCAR, all of those sponsors on there. You probably see, there, look at this. So for every one of these, Kenner is paying a nickel to every one of those folks. I don't know what this cost back in the day, but I don't know how they made a single dime off of that. Either way, well, maybe they didn't. Maybe that's why they don't make them anymore. But either way, it's a fantastic piece that you just don't see anymore. I'm not going to say it's that rare. It's probably more of an uncommon piece, but it's still a great one to get in your collection. If you like any of these things, Elvis, NASCAR, Rusty Wallace, man, this is the piece for you. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other items we've got available. Coming up in our next auction, leave your pre-bids or join us live at the auction. Either way, we look forward to seeing you